talk about this all the time growing up in LA, and this is what you wanted, now 2 parades. I mean, have you now kind of put in perspective not just the first one, Jordan, but winning twice here?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it's tough. I think when you sit back and look on it a couple years later, is when you really appreciate it. Similar to going to the national championship at UCLA, kind of surprised by the situation. Really expected it. You wanted to win and expected to win, but still getting it done and doing it and being able to get the whole experience is a great thing, and you really appreciate it a little while down the road.
And along those lines, when you're looking out into the crowd, is that a time where those moments can come to your head?
You tend to appreciate it a little more and just get amazed by the situation. How they're 1 of 15, who all them people came to see, and the whole city shuts down, and just appreciate what you do and what you work so hard for. So it's a really cool situation.
Jordan, being a free agent, was the nature of your exit interview more of a thanks for the memories, or
No, it was both. It was some things that were done this year, some things that I can work on moving forward. If I do happen to be back here, kind of talked a little bit about my goals and what I wanted, what I felt I got out of this 4 years, and what I wanted to do moving forward in terms of my personal career. It was good. Everybody was at peace with the situation. No decisions were made at all either way, but some scenarios were thrown out and just talked a little bit about it.
What would you say your goals are for your career?
I really want to see what kind of player I can be in this league. I want to get an opportunity to play more. I know I can do a lot. I know I can lead a team. For me in my career, I've always played at a championship level. So I definitely want to win, and that's important to me. But I don't know if I could look back at the end of my career and if I didn't get a chance to see what kind of player I could really be. So this free agency is kind of what it's geared towards for me. I want to check that out and see the situation, whether it be here or elsewhere, where I really get a chance to see what I can do.
How do you weigh that variable versus just the idea of you're on a championship team and obviously the end goal is to win the title?
It's tough. I think from my career, I need to establish myself as somebody who can lead a team and play big minutes and be a lead guard. I think that desire to want to do more comes all the time, especially having won 2 championships early in my career. I think it's really important for me. Looking back, I'm gonna really be happy with these championships, but I really want to push myself to the limit. I've always done that to try to push myself to be better and better, and I want to see what I can do out there on the floor every night in this league in order to make me, fulfilled with my own personal situation.
What's your impression right now of where that goal fits in with how the available minutes or what might be going on here?
Well, they haven't really discussed or decided it much about what the situation is going to be next year. The free agency doesn't start till July 1st, so I'm sure there's going to be some names thrown out. Definitely fits with the way he played at the end of the year and down the stretch is going to be probably a front runner to come back here and play with his experience and his leadership and all that stuff. So. There'll be something to talk about, and we'll see what they want to do moving forward. I don't know fully. I know there's going to be some kind of opportunity, but I'm looking forward to it.
Do you think you'd be happy with a situation where maybe you didn't start, but your minutes went up a lot?
If it were probably here and we were winning, I would be okay with that. I really want to establish myself as that. If I come off the bench and continue to, that's just what is going to happen my whole career, and I'm going to be looked at as that kind of player. And when I feel I can do so much more, so it all depends. We'll have a lot to talk about with some teams, including the Lakers, and just see how it works out, see how the negotiations unfold, see who goes where, and everything might just open up. You never know.
You've talked in the past pretty openly about how sometimes you don't think the system here fits what you do on the court and your skill set. Have you been able to gain more of an appreciation for what it is over time, or is it just still that struggle of trying to get the sort of square peg into the round hole?
Yeah, it is definitely a struggle for me because my role hasn't expanded much in 4 years. And that was kind of the plan going into every year, is to get a little more and a little more, and it's kind of stayed the same. So for me, that's been tough. I've kind of tried to mold my game to fit what we needed here. I felt I've done that and helped us win 2 championships and made big plays, and I've been a really key part of this run. But at the same time, you know, I'm used to having the ball in my hands where everyone else is moving, you know, and I kind of give up the ball and I move and I stand, and that's just not what I've done my whole life. That's not how I was taught the game. So for me, it's just kind of a little bit of a battle to play like that. You know, be like I told them upstairs, being Russell Westbrook, being Darren Williams, Steve Nash, and Rondo throughout the playoffs as the scout team. Just let me feel that again every day. You know, having the ball, letting Adam Morrison, who's Kevin Durant, or Sasha, or somebody come off screens and make plays, and all else fails, come screen and roll for me. I'm gonna make something happen. Just playing like that kind of let me feel what I felt my whole life, and the familiarity and comfortable level of basketball. So it's a tough balance, but at the same time, I did sacrifice all that to win 2 championships and to stay home and play for, you know, one of the best organizations in sports and be in front of my friends and family. So it was a tough trade, but it all kind of worked out for me. So we'll see how it works out from here.
You just mentioned staying home, family and friends. I mean, beyond the idea of possibly having to play or being in a position where you play for another team, have you thought about the idea of just not playing in Los Angeles?
Yeah, I have. Outside of the Lakers, I like that idea. You know, I love LA. I think it's good for somebody to get away sometimes. My friends and family have been great, and they've got a chance to be close and be around this whole experience and learn and grow just like I have. But I think it's great. You know, I have a family of my own starting, and you know, that's where my heart and my head is, and we're going to be together no matter where we're at. So I think that's comfortable for me and us, and have a little one on the way. And a lot of good things are going for me, so I'm just looking forward to the next phase of life.
Obviously, you have a much better idea once free agency hits July 1st, but at this point, or do you personally feel you're swaying one way or the other as far as just from your own personal wanting
No,
to
I mean,
be
it all will depend on what the opportunities are. You know, I want to make the best decision and be in the best situation I can put myself in, but it just depends on what opportunities are out there. I can't say until, you know, it's on the table.